On tonight's edition of Arizona Giving and Leading, we look at a program that helps thousands of Arizona students in need head back to school with new clothes and books. And here to tell us about the Back to School Clothing Drive is the organization's executive director, Karl Gentles. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ed.
Back to School Clothing Drive, new clothes, new beginnings. What are we talking about here?
Well, Back to School Clothing Drive is an organization that's been around for 45 years. We provide new school uniforms and backpacks and school supplies for kids who attend Title I schools, which are basically high-poverty schools. And Ted, if you remember your first day of school, I'm sure your viewers remember your first day of school, cool backpack, great clothes and all that. Well, that's really not what it's like for the kids that we serve. So that's where we come in. We come in and we provide those new clothes and school outfits for kids that truly need them.
And these are Title I schools, correct? What is a Title I school?
Title I school is basically a school in a low-income, high-poverty community. And so basically those kids are all on free and reduced lunch programs. And quite frankly, a lot of those kids can't afford school supplies or school uniforms.
Okay. With that in mind, how are these kids eligible for the program? How are they selected? How are the schools eligible? How are the schools selected?
Yeah, we serve schools that are K through 6, and so they're all designated as Title I public elementary schools. So public elementary, K through 6, and we don't select the kids. We actually allocate a number of slots to the schools, and we let the schools choose the children because they know the kids better than we do. So schools choose the children, bring them down to our big event, they benefit.
And when they come down to the big event, it looks like there's a lot of kids down there, a lot of books, a lot of clothes and socks and backpacks, whole 9 yards. Huh?
Yeah, it's everything a kid needs to get ready and prepared for the first day of school, and that's what we do. We try to get them prepared for school, make sure that we eliminate those barriers to learning, help increase their self-esteem and self-confidence so that they can be there and learn just like everybody else. And if you have kids, I have kids, they all want to look great. They want the new sneakers, they want a great backpack. I had a Batman backpack when I was growing up. So let me tell you, that first day of school and beyond is really, really important. That's what we do.
So how many items of clothing would the average kid get?
Sure. The average kid that participates gets about $300 in retail value clothes. And that's a pretty big number. If you have got a family of 4 or 5, that adds up pretty quickly. So we offset that by giving them about $300 worth of clothes. For the event during the summer, we provide about $1.8 million of retail value to schools around the valley.
And are these clothes purchased from some place? Are they donated? Are these new clothes only, used clothes as well? What do we got?
These are all brand new clothes. We raise money all year round for this event during the summer. And so we have major donors, Legacy Foundation, Stardust Foundation, Bank of America, a number of other organizations, individuals, and they donate. We raise money for the event. And at the end of usually the event takes place in June, and kids come down, they get all the clothes they need to get about $300, like I said, worth of school uniforms.
I
So.
saw some kid trying on a sneaker there. I'm sure they love those sneakers.
Oh, sure.
What if you do have some clothes, maybe some slightly used clothes, and you want to donate to some of these, make sure some of these kids get an opportunity? Is there a way to do that?
Well, we encourage folks that want to do that to donate those schools, perhaps to clothes to the Salvation Army or another organization. We are an organization that gives our kids brand new school clothes, brand new everything. So everything that your kids or my kids will wear to school, that's what we give our kids.
Interesting. And as well, I know you have something called the SAFE program, Student Attire for Education. What does this do? This sounds like it's kind of a contingency. If a kid really doesn't have something and they're at school, you make sure that they're properly attired and taken care of.
Right. What we did was we had a program in our organization for about 7, 8, 9 years that was giving matching grants to schools. And what we did was we created an online retail store. So when schools came and got their matching grant, they then turn around and buy the clothes from us. So it's a social enterprise for a social good. It supports the school, supports the kids, and all those net proceeds are reinvested back into Back to School Clothing Drive, which ultimately benefit those schools. So it's a social enterprise. We're generating revenue, we're generating earned income, and it's being reinvested back to help more and more kids. So we're really proud of that program.
Sounds like a closed system there. I mean, you get the money, you go buy. It's almost like living on a military base.
Well, what happens is if you have $2,500, you can come to us and we'll double that for you. So that's our secret sauce. We match that, and you can get double the clothes you can get anyplace else. So we're really proud of that. Right now, there are about 199 schools involved in it now, and we've grown it from 30 schools just 2 years ago.
Wow, and this sounds like the SAFE program that we're talking about. This is something that really isn't done anywhere else in the country, is it?
We are the only that we know of doing this matching grant and the online retail store. So we are very proud of what we've done. Created this from a group of 30 schools that have now grown to 199.
My goodness. And I'm guessing it's growing in a variety of ways that aren't necessarily positive, in the sense that you got a lot more kids maybe than in the past to deal with.
We do, and the need continues to grow. It's heartbreaking. We're doing what we can. There are other organizations in the Valley that do somewhat similar things, but I tell you what, the need is just outpacing the ability to meet all of it. So we do our part. Like I said, we distribute about $1.8 million worth of retail clothing merchandise, and so we serve, I'll let you know that we serve about 140 schools just in that summer program, another 199 through our SAFE program. So we're doing what we can.
And it sounds like you have a lot of volunteers helping with this. Give us some numbers here. Give us an idea of how many folks are helping and what these volunteers are doing.
Sure. We have about 2,500 volunteers, so very blessed to have that many volunteers helping our kids. And those volunteers help out during the event, during the summer. We have some ladies that sew all year round for the program. We have others that, for instance, organizations like the National Charities League, Boys Team Charities, all your major corporate volunteer programs come down and volunteer as well. So it's a pretty fantastic operation.
Last question. Give us some timetables here as far as dates, things we need to know when events are occurring.
Well, I'll tell you that we have a school supply drive going on that's being hosted by Cox Communications. All the Cox Communication outlets around the Valley through August 18th, you can donate school supplies. Bank of America, I think their supply drive wraps up for us this year as well. And so we are now in preparation for next year's event, which is going to be on us pretty quickly again.
All right, very good. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.